Alright guys, so here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to make a small tent. The tent will be 4 inches in length and also, 2 inches and 2 inches here, and then a 45-degree rope and a 30-degree angle rope staked to the ground. Alright, so I started making one ready, but the recording crashed. So let's do it again. Alright, first, I don't have a real ruler, so I looked around the house and I found a bookmarker. It's going to do really nicely for a ruler, actually. First, draw your ground. So there's my ground right there. And then measure 2 inches on your ruler. And I'll pretend this is 2 inches. So I'll start off with 1 point here. That's going to be one part of my wall. And let's say here's the other part. So from here to here is 2 inches. And this will be my wall. And this will be the other wall. So now I need to go straight up from here to here. Okay. So, I mean, I need to go straight up. So if I don't know how I can get to know exactly when it's perfectly 90, but I knew if this was the midpoint, I can find a perpendicular line here. So it's not the midpoint, but we can make it a midpoint by drawing another line here, another mark there. Now we can make this the midpoint. Now put the sharp end over here and extend it past half and make your mark up here and down here, and then the opposite one. So now we have both of our marks. Now we can get our 90-degree angle straight up. Now you don't have to draw down here because this is below the ground. You can just start it here from the ground up and go straight up. And I want it to be 2 inches tall, so I can measure again 2 inches. Okay, here's 2 inches right here. 2 inches here, and then I can mark it up here, and this will be that'll be the top of the house. Now I gotta do the same thing over here. So we want to make this the midpoint. So let's double up and go from here. And remember, to get a bisector, you need to go more than half. Okay. And go to the other side, more than half. Now we have the two marks, the arcs that go there, and then connect them. Now don't draw the bottom, just draw the top and go straight up. I went past it, and now I can measure 2 inches for how tall it's going to be. Tomorrow's I might make it 3 inches taller instead of 2. Anyway, here's 2 right there. Now I have my top here, my ceiling in here. Now I can just connect those two intersection points. There's my ceiling right there. Okay. Alright, next we're going to do the triangle, and I requested a equilateral triangle on the top. So go ahead and measure. It looks like it's already measured, and we're going to go here and then here. Now we have a point up here. This is going to be the tip of the equilateral triangle. So it looks like right there and right there. Okay, so there's my equilateral triangle. Alright, last thing, we need the ropes. The ropes, we need a 45-degree here and a 30-degree there. Okay. So, two things. Well, this is 90, this is 60, This is 60, and this is 60. Okay. Now, okay, so if you extended this line right here, well, you wouldn't get 90, you'd get 60. So we need a 45. Now in a 45-degree triangle, these sides are the same length. This is the same as that. So this leg is the same as that leg in a 45 degree, 45, 45. These are the same side. So if that's the case, then all we really got to do is measure this here and do the same over here. Okay, so we know that this length has to equal that length. So from here to here will be 45 degrees. Okay. Now this was 2 and this was 2. I'm going to ask you tomorrow, what is the length of this rope right here? So the length of that rope would be 2 squared plus 2 squared. So it would be 2 squared plus 2 squared. That's 4 plus 4. So it would be the square root of 8. This is the length right here. Okay, which is about I don't know. Use a calculator. All right, last one is the hardest one, but not too bad. We need a 30-degree angle rope over here. So right around here we want 30 degrees. So 30 degrees. Okay, 30 degrees. This is my old one, but use this as an idea. Here's 60, here's 60, here's 60, and this is 30 if you cut it in half. So if we can make one of these and then cut it in half, it'd work. So I was thinking if we turned it around and imagine this is the rope. This will be 30. You see that? So all we need is half of this. Okay? So remember the width of the height of our building is 2 inches. So all we need is go up this and make an equilateral triangle. But the equilateral triangle has to be double of 2, so it's got to be 4. Okay? And then we can make an equilateral triangle and just go straight down. So let's do that. So this one, here's a 2-inch. And if we can make an equilateral triangle, but it can't be 2, it's got to be 4. Okay? And it looks like I need to use a second piece of paper. So look at this. Here's 2, here's 4. Now here's the equilateral triangle right here, way over here. So I need to extend the ground a little bit. Now, so if we could draw a giant equilateral triangle, then half of it would be 30 degrees, okay? So what we're going with this is trying to make one of these guys, 60, 60, 60, cutting in half, and that'll be 30 right there. So I'm thinking in order to do that, I need to extend my compass all the way to 4. Okay. Now it's 4 inches. Now I can go and make a mark over here and go to the bottom and mark it there. And that will be from this point to here, it will be 30 degrees. Okay, so it's going to go. And it's going to go all the way to the ground. Okay. Okay. Let me make sure that one's good. Looks like. Let's see. Oh, hang on a second. See, it looks like this one wasn't attached to the ground. Let me try that one more time. So first, measure this one, okay, and then double it. I was way down here. Actually, I'm supposed to be on another piece of paper. Okay, and there's my double. Okay, so I have to erase this one erase all this. It's good that you saw that I can erase. Okay, so here's 2 inches, and here's 2 inches. Now I need an equilateral triangle, so I need to go all the way. See if my compass goes that far. Right there. So now I can make my equilateral triangle. And go over here and do the same. Okay, now we're talking. Okay. And my equilateral triangle will give me 60 degrees, but I'm only actually making half of it, and that'll be 30 degrees over here. Okay. And as the extra bonus question will be, what is the length of this rope? Okay. So if we know that this is 2 inches and this is 30 degrees, well, the opposite of this one, remember that 30, 60, 90 triangles? The hypotenuse is double. Well, that'll be 4 inches right there. Okay. And we can prove that by we measured it here and we can measure it there. There's 4. Okay, this is 2 and this is 4. See, it's part of the triangle. And as a bonus, you're going to draw a balloon and make a small little balloon out of to make a nice circle for fun. Well, it's a huge balloon. Okay. All right, guys, that's it.